Hello, everyone. This is Jill from Vitalia Strongsville back again today. So thank you for being here. I am here to teach you about meditation again this week. Today's meditation is going to be a little bit different. It might be a little emotional for you, so we'll see. What we're going to do is kind of take a little trip into this visualization process. So we've done that a little bit before if you've been to classes where we kind of listen to my voice and picture in our minds whatever it is that I'm speaking of. I think we went down like a little bit of water one time floating in the water. We've done a body scan from the top of our head to the tips of our fingers and toes. And today's is going to be a little bit different. So we'll start with just kind of letting the body get a little bit loose with some breath and some movement. So let's relax the shoulders away from our ears. Let your eyes gently close. And we'll just start to pay attention to our breathing, the most important part of everything. And take a nice deep breath in. Let your lungs fill all the way up, and a slow breath out. Empty out and push all that air out of the lungs. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. To loosen the tension in our neck. Sometimes this happens from just sitting crunched up, or we're sleeping with a crooked neck. So we just kind of want to let the head go from side to side, let the neck muscles loosen a bit. You might hear a little bit of cracking and creaking here. Notice the tightness from the back of the ear all the way down through the shoulder. And continue the breathing here. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other side. Good. And then coming back to center, we'll do the same thing, forward and back, chin to chest, stretching the back of the neck, and then chin towards the ceiling, stretching the front of the throat, inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Again, noticing where we're holding that tightness and tension. Good, and then coming back to center, and we'll do the same as we twist from side to side. So kind of looking over one shoulder and then looking over the other shoulder. Take that twist. Inhaling and exhaling with that movement. Loosening up. All the muscles from the crown of the head down through the neck, into the shoulders, the upper back, all those muscles at some point all become connected. So if we have shoulder pain or tightness or back pain, that might be coming from a different area in the body that needs to be loosened up. So we try to work on everything. Good, come on back to the middle. Again, those shoulders are connected to all of this. So let's bring the shoulders up to the ears on an inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders way down. Good. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Hear that crunching maybe? I know I do. And release down. We hold a lot of stress in our neck and shoulders. So it's good every day to find some movement here to release that stress and tension. Good. One more time. Shoulders up and shoulders down. Good. Give them a little shake. Make sure everything's nice and loose and we can start to relax the mind now that these muscles are relaxed as well. So let's sit back, get a little comfy, cozy in your chair. Let the shoulders maybe touch the back of your chair if the back of the chair is a little higher. Maybe if the chair is a little lower, we get to slouch down a little more and get more comfortable. So most comfortable position as you can find. Arms can be resting at your chair arms or your lap if you don't have any. Chair arms. And feet flat on the floor. So no crossed legs. We want us to be nice and stable here. So we're going to take that moment to close our eyes and sink back into our chair. Imagine kind of being hugged by that chair, embraced by the chair, like it's holding you and comforting you. And we'll just start with a few deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Eyes are gently closed. The breath is soft. Breathing in, breathing out. With each breath, allow the body to sink more into your chair. Get a little more comfortable every time you exhale. So in your mind's eye, as you listen to my voice, begin to picture yourself seated somewhere. Maybe you are in this big, comfy queen's chair, being embraced by it. Maybe you're sitting cross-legged on the ground on a beach in the sand. Maybe you are in a room that is familiar to you. Maybe at your old house, maybe at a favorite vacation spot. Maybe you're in the middle of the forest. So whatever you feel most comfortable, picture yourself there. And picture yourself sitting there. Feel the connection of your body and whatever it is you're sitting upon. And know that you are there in this moment. As you sit here in this space, I want you now to visualize someone sitting in front of you, but you can't see their face. There's a figure in front of you. It might be someone you know. It might be a complete stranger. It may even be a celebrity. So envision that person or a person in front of you. And even though you don't know who this person is just yet, feel that deep connection. Imagine feeling energy from heart center to heart center with that person that's sitting there. Join your breath together as you're breathing in and breathing out. And become as one. Begin to feel a deep love and understanding for this person. This deep, heartwarming connection of just love. Take a few breaths together. Again, feeling that energy that you are giving to them and that they are giving back to you. Reach one hand out in front of you in your mind's eye. And imagine reaching for that person and that person reaching back towards you, and feel an even deeper sense of connection. Feel that deeper sense of love, that sensation through the body of compassion, empathy. Allow your heart to open here in your mind's eye. Maybe even visualize your heart opening, kind of beaming out of your chest. Or imagine like the Grinch that stole Christmas, and his little tiny heart grew and grew and grew. Visualize your heart growing big. And feel the beating of your heart. Know that you are fully here and fully alive and fully present. And feel an overwhelming sense of happiness and joy. Allow these feelings to come to you, even though in your life at the moment you might not be feeling this way. Feel it here in your mind's eye. And take 3 more deep breaths. Continue to feel that connection, that love, compassion. And then allow that person in front of you to be revealed. Who is that person in front of you? Is it a loved one? Is it a stranger? Are you sitting in front of yourself, feeling this love and connection? And allow yourself to be here in front of that person, whoever it may be. Look into each other's eyes and deepen that connection again, as if you were one and you were just coming together. Begin to visualize a wide sense of light and love surrounding you, enveloping your bodies. You might even in this moment feel like you're floating off the floor as you come together. Let the sense of love be so strong. Overwhelming love in the heart, warming the heart center. Visualize yourself smiling at each other. And feeling that empathy towards each other. And letting them know that there is love. Even if that person is someone you don't recognize, a complete stranger, allow them to know the exchange of love. In your mind's eye, as you sit across from this person, reach out both hands as they reach out both hands towards you, and allow your hands to come together. You are one with yourself. You are one with your loved one. You are one with a stranger. You are one with this universe. Allow there to be nothing but love. Let all fear and hatred and doubt disappear. Let it be non-existent in this moment. And allow the only feeling to be of love. Holding hands with the person across from you. Take 3 deep breaths together. And then allow your hands to release from each other's. Let your hands come back to your lap. Continue to feel that connection, even though you're pulling away from this person or disconnecting physically. And keep that feeling of energy and love. Stay where you are. And in your mind's eye, watch as this person, whoever it may be, get up and slowly turn and walk away. And even though that they are moving away from you, continue that connection that you have with them, that feeling of love and compassion, the feeling of understanding and joy. And allow that feeling to remain in your heart and in your mind, even though that person is walking away and leaving us in this moment. Watch them walk with love in your heart. Watch them walk until you can no longer see them, until they disappear and are just a little speck miles and miles away. And even though that they are physically not in front of you, know that they are always with you, in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Notice again where you are seated. If it's in that big comfy chair, if it's on a beach, in the forest, in your favorite home. Know your presence there, wherever you may be. And then begin to feel yourself exactly where you are in this moment. Maybe you are in your chair in your room. Maybe you are in a theater with many people around you. And come back to this space, come back to the present moment here at your home. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, awakening the hands as we slowly come back to the reality and space. Wiggle your toes inside of your shoes and wake up the feet. Give your head a little rock from side to wake up the neck and the head. And then come back to that nice posture in your chair. So if you've slouched down quite a bit, see if you can come back and sit up tall. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. And together, let us bring the palms of our hands together in prayer pose. And feel again that connection. Everything is connected. The breath, the movement, the body physically, the feelings, the energy emotionally. We are all connected. So let us remember in this moment as we come to the end of our practice that anytime we feel alone, anytime that we feel that someone has left us, anytime that we feel not ourselves, maybe that like we've left ourselves, there is still always that connection and always that feeling of love and joy and happiness. And we can find it right here in our heart and in our mind. We just have to allow ourselves to come back to that place. So with our hands together at our hearts, let us thank ourselves for being here today. Let us thank everyone that joined us in this meditation practice. And let us remember to always stay connected, even in those horrible moments where, we just want to get away from people or someone, really makes us mad. Remember, there's always that connection, and try to find that loving kindness in your heart, even if you or maybe the other person is having a bad day. Let us remember that love conquers all, no matter what. So thank you all for being here with me today. Hopefully you have found some deep, loving connection with whoever you connected with in your meditation. Maybe a loved one had come back to kind of sit in front of you and let them know that everything was okay. Maybe again, you were connecting with yourself and found a new meaning to that self-love and self-connection. So again, I thank you all. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope to see you again next week.